roundhouse kick to the body from Rogers, and Maldonado back to the double leg on the wall. Double leg on the wall. He gets the big takedown. Quick pass. Looking to pass the guard right here now. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee.
You look killer, man. I love it. I love the sunglasses. I love the hat.
Hey everybody, back in Texas. I got my twang on.
He's always representing.
I really don't sound like it as much anymore. Yep, drove 10 hours just to get there, man. Woke up at 6 a.m., out the door by 6:30. Just a long ways, just driving along the way, going through everything. Made 2 stops. Try not to stop as much.
Yeah, you called me a couple times on the road. You were telling me about going down there. Who'd you stay with?
I did.
Who'd you stay with again down there?
I stayed with a couple of people. I stayed with Christina and Josh. One day when I got there, I stayed with Josh, and then before I headed back home, I stayed with Christina and drove back on Monday.
Nice, nice. Yeah, so I got the footage from Elevate. So
the promoter, I like how it was great. I want to thank the promoter, Chris, for letting me in. Driving 10 hours to get there.
Hell yeah.
He let me in, and I wanted to watch the jiu-jitsu matches, but they ended, so I didn't get there until later on at 6:30.
Oh,
so, but it's all good, And I told him I'd actually like to compete on a show in the future, if that's possible. That's possible. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to see you compete, man.
Let's make it big, y'all. What do you say, fans?
Yeah, who wants to see Nick leg lock somebody?
Tag in Elevate and tell him, put Nick on this show.
Put Nick on this card. Wow, that'd be fantastic, man. I'd love to see. I'd love to see you.
We'll bring back the enthusiasm and funness of jiu-jitsu for there,
Nick,
and a lot of great content.
That's right.
Yes, I am. And to give a background about myself is I've always competed up. There were always matches where I took on the bigger guy. So if you look at matches, yeah, they outsized me because I was the little guy.
Yeah, you were in the 145 at I forgot what was that tournament we went to with Coach Joey.
Yeah, I did the 145. I weighed about 115 in that tournament whenever I competed. But that was at Blue Belt. That was in 2016, I'm going to say.
Man, that's crazy.
So I tried to hold my own with those guys, yeah. And then I had to compete with guys at 170. So they were welterweight.
Well, I remember when you did ADCC and your first match was against a really slick. We were thinking it was going to be a lot of wrestling, and you went against a really slick brown belt leg locker.
Yeah, and I think he got third in that tournament. I believe he won bronze.
Oh, fantastic!
I mean, he was skilled. Yeah, he's a tough guy. Yes, he was. Ain't no jokes there. And then I'd like to give a shout out to the black belt Benji for giving me an exhibition match afterwards. That was phenomenal. He's a great guy.
Heck yeah.
Kyle Terra black belt let me go the full 10 minutes. That was fun. I was tired.
Oh yeah.
When we got up the stairs, I was like, am I gonna die?
Oh, you're dying, yeah, man. Well, what was cool is you got that really sweet Nogi kit the gold one, Gordon Ryan's.
I said, hey, let me buy this.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome because there's so many people there for the Open before the event, and I was up in the stands and I was playing like Where's Waldo with Nick in the all gold. I was like, where is he? And I was like,
And,
I was calling you the golden. What was I calling you? The golden stitch. I was calling you the golden stitch.
you were calling
always.
me like, what was that Harry Potter movie? Yeah, the Golden Spit.
Because you were all gold, dude. You was all gold. It was a sweet kit. It was
all about that. I was all about that gold that day.
Oh yeah, dude.
Golden Saturday.
I remember you were like, I want to sign up for Absolute. It's like I got to get one more match. It's the competitive spirit.
Yeah. I was like, hey, could be anybody. Didn't care. Oh, you're not famous enough. Yeah, I know. Should I go on and take peptides and steroids? That would have worked out pretty well. Yes, it would.
You don't need it, bro. You don't need it. Just keep concentrating on your skill, bro. Just keep concentrating on your skill. You know, I know you put a lot of time in. You were injured for a little bit, but you're.
Yeah, I got in a car wreck. I was in a car wreck, and I jumped back. I said, you know what? Let's go make it big. So we went out to Vegas. 2022 Las Vegas.
Man, it seems like you're getting in fender benders, you know, pretty often.
Yeah. Hey,
Did
I'm accidental
crazy out in Florida.
Yeah. You have to be really careful around here. You know, the driving out here is insanity.
Florida man, you gotta watch out for Florida man. Well, are you cross training anywhere? Or are you mostly just training at your main gym?
Mostly at the main academy. I'll go over and I'll train at a couple other places, you know, and I'll go to open mats and stuff. I'll go look for, you know, different outlooks of different things. You know, I just like to go over and just train and just learn body.
And you've been at Emerald Coast Jiu-Jitsu for what, 2-3 years?
Since I first moved here in Florida, that's been the main.
When did you?
2021 is September.
Man, that's crazy. Time flies. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad you were back in the gym. Better. Run down to Houston and go check out the Elevate fights as well. How many did you get to see?
It was like a total of 12.
Nice.
12 fights. Yeah, this is a solid card. They put on a great show. You know, I got to see a lot of action go on from these up and comers.
Me and you can go to a MMA show. I need to come visit you out in Florida. I'm long overdue.
I was gonna say, let's do IBJJF Dallas in August.
Oh yeah.
I'd be up for
Is it no-gi? Are you going no-gi?
Yeah, I'm gonna do no-gi.
I got
I'm gonna try to get down to 130 at the mark, maybe 129.
What are you walking around at? Like 135?
Yeah, about 135, 136. Not too bad, but you know, I can manage to get down. I mean, I'm pretty good at metabolizing my weight.
Yeah, I mean, you were like 4 years ago, you were competing at like 115 fully hydrated.
120. Yeah, 120.
Yeah, dude, all the time. No, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good to see you back in action again. Any tournaments in Florida you're looking for?
Well, I know that they got one in next month, but I'm not fully prepared for it yet because I just jumped back into training. But that are looking to go compete down there in Kissimmee, Florida.
Dude.
Yeah, for the IBJJF.
Dude,
and then
you
they got
should,
one here,
record,
and
man.
then they got one here in PCB here in Panama. They got the Fuji tournament.
Nice.
It's a local tournament.
Well, yeah, dude, you should get some footage. Run out there and get some footage. We do another show. We were long overdue for a show, man.
Oh, I definitely will.
But yeah, bro. On IBJJF in Dallas. Are we leaving anything else out of this episode before we?
Just looking to do a couple of tournaments, maybe 2 at most. You know, definitely the one in Dallas for sure. And then if another one pops up somewhere close or something, you know, just try to get out. And even a super fight, you know, that's always been the goal, is to get on a card and do a super fight. I've been wanting to do one for years, and, you know, it'd be kind of great to get the honor to get on a stage.
I want to see you
Whether
in
it's
grappling.
one time.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, whether it's once in a lifetime, hey, let's hope it happens.
What about a grappling match between you and Death Sentence? He's been working on his jiu-jitsu.
That guy. I think we're 2 different opposite practitioners. I think he's trying to go the MMA route, and which he's got a good coach, which is Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse is very knowledgeable, but, you know, I think he's got a lot to pick up for jiu-jitsu wise.
Yeah, but I think he's better at grappling than he is at striking.
Think he's a better practitioner at jiu-jitsu.
I mean, I've seen a little bit of footage of him roll. He's it seems like he's getting some things, but he has kind of like the young, impatient tendencies. So he's it's like little things are starting to click, but it's kind of like a slow pace.
Right.
He's very he likes the action, you know what I mean? So I bet you he's going to learn like a lot of submissions and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like he's going to be like, oh, I want to learn this cool thing, rather than, as you and I know, it's the boring technical details and all of the transitions and escapes and defenses that make your game solid all around.
Absolutely. You know, it's like always solving the puzzle. You know, you're always moving from piece to piece. You know, and I think for that guy, he needs to slow it down a little bit and dial it in and get more knowledge rather than speed it up. Because if you speed it up, you're just going to get burned out real quickly.
I think you should speed it up. I think it's all gas, no brakes. Let's go. Let's just set up the match right now. Let's Nick Cooley versus Descendants. Let's do it. And Joey can fight Wing C.
Oh no, America.
We'll do a tag team match. You and Joey versus Wing C and Descendants.
Hey, Dr. Phil, you want to moderate this?
Yeah, we got to get Dr. Phil to be the ref. That is an MMA dream show right there.
And if he ever watches this show, that would be awesome. It worked for that Catch Me Outside girl. Now she's making millions.
That is true.
But in the wrong way.
Right.
Yeah, so Allissa is a collegiate wrestler. She dominated that fight from start to finish. Couple of times they stopped the fight thinking there were eye pokes, which that made it take forever. But she was dominating that girl from from start to finish. Like her takedowns were on point. Her ground and pound was solid. Like I could see why that she is ready for like a big organization. She is 6-0. Ship on Team USA out there in Vegas. Yeah, just talking to her coach. Like her coach trained under Randy Couture and or Dan Henderson. Yeah, Dan Henderson. He trained under Dan Henderson. So her wrestling coach was a guy who trained under one of my favorite fighters of all time, Dan Henderson. And talking to him about that, that was just amazing. I just talked about how amazing, accomplished Dan Henderson was in his prime. Pride champion, Strikeforce champion, UFC tournament champion. Definitely has the accolades. So that's why she is becoming a phenomenal at her weight class. And the UFC division, and to do it Ultimate Fighter style, like they did the 115 weight class, put it through that demographic.
Yeah, no, it would be cool. It would be very cool. Well, there's definitely some big things ahead for her. Great talent, good coaching, phenomenal coaching, and I'm sure we're gonna see a bunch of more cool fights.
And there's also somebody that's got a fight coming up as well too next month.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Olivia Yum Yum Beardley.
Oh, where's she fighting at?
She's fighting in Houston, Texas for Fury.
Fantastic. We're gonna have to definitely check that out. If we can't go in person, we should do a live stream that way we can watch the fights together.
Yeah, I think that would be great. But I'll try my best to go out there just to watch the fight, whether it's general admission. I'd always have you go with me. I wish it was in San Antonio. That way we could go together.
Oh, for sure we could go in San Antonio. And who knows? Maybe we can meet in Houston or something.
That would be great, brother.
Yeah, bro.
Let's try to plan something out for that.
Yeah, definitely. Let's do it.